If you have read our guides and reviews on P2P Empire, you must have noticed that not all P2P lending sites are safe or recommended. Due to the lack of information within the P2P lending industry, several P2P lending sites built up their Ponzi schemes and stole millions from private investors. While not all P2P lending platforms are scams, the chances are high that you might end up investing in one of those, unless you are able to spot red flags and avoid fraudulent platforms. My name is Jakub from P2P Empire, and in this video I will show you how you can spot red flags as a new P2P investor. First of all, you need to conclude your own due diligence, and in this video I will only give you a few hints on what you should be looking at. A full in-depth video about the due diligence process will be published in the future. Make sure to subscribe to not miss the video. So here is a short checklist that you should follow when doing your own due diligence. First of all, you can find information about the CEO and the owners of the platform. You have not found any evidence that the key management or owners are connected to money laundering. You have checked the terms and conditions and you don't recognize the clauses from other platforms' terms and conditions. The thing is that Doji platforms often copy-paste the terms of legitimate P2P lending sites. Further on, the platform's terms and conditions don't contain a clause reserving the right to change the terms and conditions without prior notice. The company offers full disclosure of loan originators and borrowers in case the borrower is a business. The buyback guarantee is not provided by a third party, instead by the loan originator or the platform itself. The company uses a bank account from the same country that the company is registered in. You can find the company's address on their website. It's not a virtual address and it's the same address as the company's office. And last but not least, the P2P platform is happy to share a template of the loan agreement before you have signed up. Chances are high that you will not be able to tick off everything on this list. Instead, it's likely you will spot some red flags, and that's true even with the most popular P2P lending sites. And of course, the more red flags you will find, the more cautious you should be when investing on this platform. With the mentioned checklist, you should be able to spot bad platforms. But what if you have already invested and are now wondering whether it's a good strategy to continue? P2P lending is a very dynamic space and things change very fast, which is why you should always keep an eye on your investments. We at P2P Empire have already witnessed P2P lending scams in the past. The thing is that we were able to notice a pattern that fraudulent P2P lending sites tend to follow. Here are several red flags that you should be looking out for when investing on a dedicated P2P lending site. You have reached out to the platform with questions and the issues, and they are unable to resolve your problems or answer critical questions. Majority of your portfolio is delayed even during normal market conditions. You have chatted with a number of investors, and many of them are reporting problems with withdrawals. Investors have exposed potential fake projects. There seemed to be a frequent change in the management team, the most important employee being the CEO. You have spotted suspicious changes in the company's terms and conditions. You have been sent a time buying letter. And another red flag could be that the platform has been disabling some of the key features used by investors. So these are some of the red flags that I personally look out for. The P2P lending space is developing very fast, and when the first suspicions about a seemingly good platform start to rise, it might not take long before the platform shuts down. From what I have seen in the past, it can take around 2 months, and the more of the above-mentioned red flags come to light, the less time you will have to exit your investments. Ideally, you avoid investing on platforms if you spot too many red flags in the first place. If you have already invested on a platform and you notice some of the above-mentioned signs, you better get your money out. Some investors tell you that you shouldn't panic or that a massive amount of withdrawal requests will put the platform at risk. The thing is that it's not their money at stake, but yours. One thing I have learned over the years of investing in P2P loans is not to be naive. We have seen fraudulent platforms in the past and will certainly see more in the future. So what's the main takeaway from this video? When it comes to P2P lending, you should base your decisions on information that you have available instead of opinions from other passive investors or empty promises from fraudulent platforms. At the end of the day, no scammy platform will publicly admit that they are a scam. So if you are not yet completely discouraged by P2P lending, you can head over to p2pempire.com to read more about the currently most stress-free P2P lending sites. We at P2P Empire keep a close eye on the P2P lending space and aim to update our reviews on a regular basis so you have access to the most accurate information. However, I always invite you to think for yourself and create your own opinion. We cannot see in the heads of the CEOs or the platform owners. I am aware that this topic isn't the most popular within the P2P lending community, but if there is something you have learned from this video, I would appreciate if you would give this video a like and subscribe so it reaches more P2P investors that might benefit from it as well. Let me know in the comment section below, how do you conduct your own due diligence to avoid investing in P2P lending scams? Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.